the chances are that you're going to be puzzled by what I'm going to explain to you now. And that is, how do you manage your psoriasis naturally? I'll repeat that. How to manage your psoriasis naturally. Now, the reason why I'm saying that twice is there's a very strong chance that you've suffered from eczema or acne or some skin problem or severe or mild psoriasis, that you'll be more than likely you've been to a medical doctor or a battery of medical doctors. And I know this for a fact from the amount of experience we've got with 30,000 people plus. Very strong chance that those doctors have not guided you on how to treat your psoriasis naturally. What you would have been given a series of lotions, potions, drugs, creams, and none of them would probably more than likely have taught you about what foods are you eating, what vitamins are you taking, what supplements are you taking, what sort of sleep are you having. They wouldn't, because we know from the amount of people we've treated with psoriasis, they've been absolutely amazed by the degree of detail we have used to clear their psoriasis, right? So what I want to do is I want to show you an actual case that we did some 8 years ago. We met this lady to a television station. She was from Irish descent, and I have never seen the worst case of psoriasis ever in my practice, ever, right? So this is a book that we wrote about this case. You can see here, that's on the left side here. You can see her hand, her entire hand, absolutely covered in flaking, very deep, bloody psoriasis. Okay. Now, what happened as a result? When she was like that, she saw me on the TV station. She finally rang up, made the time, came and visited, and I was able to photograph her eyes, right? And I was able to use this chart here, this Iridology chart, and I was able to pin down the toxic level around this red color here. You see, this is the colon, ascending colon, transverse colon, small intestines, and here the transverse colon, descending colon, and the intestines, right? So by looking at the center part of that here and here, I was able to pin down exactly what the actual problem was. And it was, she was been eating red meat. She'd been eating red meat or red beef, you want to call it that, for the best part of 45 years. And the more meat, and she was eating beef, but not really digesting it because she wasn't eating enough salad or vegetables with it. And also she was a sedentary person. She wasn't a bodybuilder or weightlifter or bricklayer or any hard-working person. She was using a sedentary job, and she didn't have the capacity to break down the meat. So the meat was building up and rotting in the intestines. And we saw that using that chart. Okay? So that chart here, that shows the entire stomach here. Like I said, the ascending colon, transverse colon, ascending colon here, transverse colon, and then the descending, the actual intestines, right? And on this side, the rest of the transverse colon, the sigmoid colon here, and then that. Okay. So what actually happened is that by photographing eyes, we were able to pin down exactly what the problem was. And again, it was toxicity by eating too much red meat. Okay. Good news is we taught her what to do. She to her credit, she really listened. 8 months later, it went from there, this really nasty psoriasis covering the whole body, including the hands and the bottom of her feet. We're able to get her completely clear. There's the other picture here, okay? Now, if you want to know more, if you go to our channel and look for that book, it's a free book, download it, read it carefully, and then make a time to see us, right? Now, what we advise you to do, at the same time that you're there, that's also a free book for your benefit. The benefits of having an Iridology consultation, which will really clear the air for you about what you can expect from Iridology, right? Now, in addition to that, this is another book that we did. It's also a free book. That's also explained about skin health, okay, and general health. And that is also a very powerful leaflet, okay? Now, we put a huge amount of emphasis when we look at the eyes, and the iris in particular, we put a lot of emphasis on the digestive system because often that's where the toxicity is. It's like your kitchen in your house, right? If your kitchen's got not being washed daily, it gets toxic. The human body is the same. Every time you eat something, you've got within 24 hours, you've got to remove the toxicity out there of the bowel. And unfortunately, with psoriasis or acne or any skin problem, the body accumulates toxicity, and no doctor will ever tell you how to remove toxicity. They'll use things like colonic irrigation and so on, but it doesn't work long term. We have a brilliant system that we've designed, and we use that system after we photographed your eyes. We use that to then show you how to detoxify your entire system. Now, remember this. That is one system. That is the digestive system. In the human body, you've got 11 systems. 11, right? In addition to that, those 11 systems consist of 200 cells, varieties of cells, 200, and also 75 trillion cells. Now, if those cells are toxic, you are very likely to get acne, psoriasis, eczema, or any other sores from the skin. Once we do your eyes, and you read the book, you read this book here, you will understand how powerful our system is. Now, in our book that we wrote recently, we explain one of the key vegetables. Again, the key vegetables that you can use in addition to other protocols that we put you through, okay? And that vegetable, some of the Indians know it, but they don't know how to use it properly. So I'm going to explain it to you. So this is your tongue, okay? This is your tongue, okay? That's the tip of your tongue here, all right? Now here, that yellow part, that's where you taste sugar. That's where you taste salt here, and that's where you taste sour here. So in your tongue, sugar, salt, sour. In the back of your tongue, you'll see like a little boomerang at the back, right at the back of your tongue. That back there, that is tied to the vagus nerve. And then, so when you eat a vegetable called Karela, 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 or bitter gourd, right? And you get that from an Asian shop or Chinese shop, or an Indian shop. When you get that, when you eat that vegetable, which is very bitter, and you've got to cook it the way I'm going to teach you in a minute. So as it traverses like that and it touches that as soon as it touches that triggers the liver. All right. So that tongue marker, that green marker like that is connected to the liver. Okay. So as soon as that happens, the liver works better, the right liver and the left liver, and the gallbladder works so much better. It also helps your pancreas, as a matter of fact. So once you get that going, you've got to eat, if you're toxic with psoriasis or eczema or acne, you really got to eat 1 or 2 Karelas about that big every single day. It works, right? And it costs you maybe £1 for 1 Karela, all right? But if you're severely diseased with psoriasis, you need to eat between 2 and 3 Karelas a day to expedite your recovery, right? If you've got acne or mild eczema, you can get away with 1, but you've got to eat at least 1. That is one major vegetable you've got to get to know. And forget about this being bitter. Just eat it, because the bitterness is the key to activating your liver, your gallbladder, and your pancreas. The key. So again, Karela, Karela, or bitter gourd, Gourd, right? Look it up. It looks like a cucumber with warts all over it, and you wash it thoroughly. Now, the way you cook it, you wash it carefully with soap and water. You cut both ends, you cut down the middle, you take the seeds out, and then you steam it for 5 minutes. No more than that. The bitterness has got to stay. It's a bitterness that's going to make your tongue trigger here. The bitterness is going to start trigger, and that's what's going to benefit you, and that's going to activate your liver, which is located here, and your gallbladder here, and the pancreas. All right? You're going to get some amazing results within weeks with acne, eczema, psoriasis by using this system. So what I suggest you in the meantime, order this book, right? It's a free book, Benefits of Hiring an Iridology Consultation. Order this book as well, okay? And you'll see it on our website. And when you get that, read it carefully and then make a phone call and let's have a chat for 10-15 minutes, and we'll put you at ease about what you can expect when you come to our clinic. Now, if you like this video, subscribe to the channel and you will receive very, very good presentations which are done 3 times a week.